Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you so much for downloading or streaming the Be Our Guest podcast. Always glad when you're here in the midweek. Hopefully you're having a great one so far. Today, Ricky joins me and we tackle your listener questions, just her and myself. We get some questions about ADRs, actually a couple of them. One of them was Maya Grill or Whispering Canyon. Another one was Boma versus Artist Point. So we debate those for a listener. So here are our thoughts on that. Another question was about first thing at Disneyland for a listener who is going out to Disneyland for the very first time for her honeymoon in 2 weeks. Congratulations, listener Natalie. Enjoy that. And also a question about upgrading an annual pass with a couple of different types of tickets. We talk about that as well and much more on today's show. Don't forget our podcast, always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You guys make the show possible, so a huge thank you to each and every one of you. You can support us as well, just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/Be Our Guest Podcast.
Ready to take a trip to the world? You found the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. This is where your memories come front and center on our podcast stage.
Welcome to episode 2772 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having an outstanding week, and we are always glad when you join us here on the podcast as we tackle our midweek listener questions. We've been doing that for a long time. We didn't originally do listener questions midweek, but we added that, quite quickly. It was actually a suggestion by one of our listeners back in the day. And we said, you know what, We'll do that and see what happens. We actually called it the One Commute Question Show back in the day. It's going to be like 2 or 3 questions. And then we added a bunch. But today might be a little shorter because we just have a pair. Ricky's here because Pam, her internet's out currently. She could pop in at any time if they do reconnect the fiber in her neighborhood. I gave her the link, and who knows? She could appear. She could not. We never know. It's one of those mysterious things. Scott, we had him, but he's got an emergency happening in the family. All's good, but he can't make it today. And so you get the Mike and Ricky show. So Ricky's here from a DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and the Mouse for Less. Ricky, what's up?
Hey, everyone. I just got back from a really great Walt Disney World trip, and I just would like to send a huge shout out to Dr. Kai and Ella, who they literally ran into me at Beacon Barrel, so it was really nice to see them and got to talk to them for a little bit, and it was good. I know they were doing some event down there, and it was so good to see them. It's been a long time since I've seen them in person, so we talk all the time online and stuff like that, but it was so good to actually get to see them in person, give them hugs, and it was so great. So yeah, it was nice to get to hang out with them for a little bit. So I wish it could have been longer, but we had things to do. They had things to do. And
but
so,
you're a rock star. You like rock stardom and said, I can't be here longer.
No, that's totally not the case.
That's how you do people.
No.
I know. Dr. Kai, she rock starred you. That's and Ella. That's how she does
I
people.
did not.
She does it to me all the time. I get it. Maybe. So I don't know if you listen to the Trip Report shows. I hope you do, Ricky. But a lot of our listeners do. On Mondays, we had listener Michelle come on just a couple days back. And her trip was full of a lot of first-time experiences, right? Her son's name was Dash. I mean, it still is. Her son's name's Dash, which is pretty awesome. And so I immediately named her husband Mr. Incredible.
Of course.
His name was Mike. I mean, his name was actually Mike, which, so Mike and Mr. Incredible hand in hand, just like the old Epcot theme. But we talked about a lot of first experiences on that trip. Dash got his first haircut at the Harmony Barbershop.
Cool.
So if you missed it, go back on Monday. Pretty awesome. And he rode his first roller coaster, the Barnstormer, back, the Magic Kingdom. But speaking of Dr. Kai, I got some breaking news that on this trip, he got to have a first-time experience, which is near and dear to my heart on that trip. First Uncrustable consumed down at Walt Disney World. I mean, that's a landmark. That's a life-changing moment in a guy's life. I mean, your first
is.
Uncrustable, because think about it. Like it's the greatest convenience food in the world. Just bam, pop that. I mean, I have one every Monday afternoon to prepare for these amazing shows. I mean, they're a little bit better than average most of the time. Maybe.
Yes.
We try.
Maybe. So. I mean, every once in a while, I'll grab an Uncrustable and have that for, dinner. So, or I guess I should say lunch. And sometimes I'll try to give Lucy one, and she'll eat like 3 bites of it and then hand it to me and say, Mom, I'm done. So, but she tries. So, we do all right with the Uncrustables here in our house.
Yeah, we're still working for that Smucker's sponsorship. We'll get it one day. So yes,
exactly.
Hope everybody had fun. It was Retro Magic, I believe, was the event they were down there.
That was what it is. Yeah.
With Tony Baxter and everybody talking about. I saw that I was kind of following along on social media. One of the points I saw was exciting. They had one of the Tapestry of Nations marionettes come marching through the ballroom. Pretty exciting.
Cool.
Yeah. I'd like seeing that. Yeah, so obviously, because Scott and I were talking about this on Sunday night, which you'll hear the replay tomorrow on the show. It's a lot of fun. But you obviously were around back in the Tapestry of Nations days, right?
No, I got the tail end of it.
I'm so old. Am I the world's oldest person or what?
No. I did. I went in the year 2000, and so like I know I was there when we went when it was taking place, but I definitely didn't see it.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, I did not see it though. And then when we went back on Brian and our first trip in 2005, I think it was still going on, but again, we didn't see it, so I'm not entirely sure why that was the case. But yeah, I never saw it in person. I know the music, obviously, but I never actually saw it in person.
Hela. And I thought I was really speaking. I thought I was really speaking some like great language, and come to find out they just made that up. It's totally made up. But I thought I was really culturally advanced by singing that song. Totally just made up. But yeah, oh my gosh, that parade was so great because you would hear, you'd be in World Showcase, like you might be hanging out in, I don't know, like Norway, and you'd like across the lagoon over like in Japan or, over towards France, you'd hear bum, 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 bum. You'd hear like the float, bum, 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 because there was this big spinny, like percussion, like drum float. And this guy would play these drums on this rotating big old drum thing. So, and then, these marionettes would come and they would they would shake hands with the people watching, the little kids. They give them high fives and stuff. Oh, it was a great. I wish they'd bring it back. That was so cool. They say, there's too many people there, but were there not too many people in 2000? Were there more people? Come on.
I don't know. Let me tell you, I was just in Epcot on Saturday night, and dude, it was.
But I get it. I understand. But I mean, did they not have people in 2000? I mean, was it like, because, okay, we in the clubhouse today, we're looking at wait times. Dude, like 20 minutes for Flight of Passage. Come on now. And I know it's crowded on the weekends, right? But you make a path. Like, you just make it happen.
I'm telling you, there were probably 30-minute waits for every single food stand for food and wine. And that's not a joke. It was legit.
Yeah. Weekends
long.
At the beginning of Food and Wine are going to be nuts. That's just how it is.
The beginning of food. I mean,
that's true.
It's been a month. So
it should have been back in the day. This would have been the beginning of Food and Wine. I forgot. I'm old. Traditionally, this would have been the beginning. Yes.
So
end of September. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Then the guy got all screwed up because it used to go in July. That was really
then it went in July. Yeah.
Why is everything so backwards? Anyway, yes, and Len agrees. He says he loved Tapestry of Nations Parade. It's one of the most memorable things in Disney. Yeah, because, man, we were in the golden years because Tapestry of Nations at Epcot and Spectral Magic happening over at the Magic Kingdom. Boom, boom. You could go back and forth between those two. Oh, man. So good. But that's not why we're here. Yeah, we are. I mean, we are a reminiscing kind of podcast. We like to look back at those days. But we have some questions to answer. So if you have questions, drop those in the comments. Len did say, did you see that Grayson The piano player over at Casey's got his legacy cast member badge. I did see that on social media. I like that Disney is going out and recognizing the best of the best. Also, the photographer, the PhotoPass photographer, Willie.
Willie,
Yes,
I had a fantastic interaction with Willie a few years. Well, it was probably a year, maybe a year and a half ago, and I did go to guest relations, and I gave him the kudos because he was so phenomenal. And actually, when I was in Epcot, or in Magic Kingdom, I was in literally almost every park on Saturday or on Friday night. On like I
Well,
I
we'll
went
talk
to
the
Magic
Friday
Kingdom.
show. We're going to talk about your trip this weekend. Just kind of catch
Yes,
up with what's happening down there.
we went to Magic Kingdom, we went to Animal Kingdom, and we went to Epcot all in one day. So, but when we were walking through Magic Kingdom, I did see Grayson, and I saw him playing the piano, and I am telling you, like, dude was swarmed with people because now everybody knows that he's phenomenal, which he is he's a phenomenal piano player. But now everybody else knows it too. So like they're all just swarming him, and he was getting filmed by everybody. And yeah, it was so great to see too. But also another one who got their legacy name tag was our buddy Steven. Who
Yes,
is
Steven, yes, who former Give Kids World. Yes, I did see that. Steven, shout out. Yes, I saw that and I was so proud of him. I was like, yes, because good people, when good things happen to good people, it makes my heart happy.
I'm so happy for him. I can't even tell you how proud of him I am that he got that. So he deserves it. He is such a great, cast member. I mean, I know what he did at Give Kids the World, and I can only imagine how phenomenal he is at Disney. So I'm so happy for Steven. So kudos to him as well. So everybody that got their legacy name tags this time, just amazing. They were all amazing cast members, and a lot of them are ones that we have heard of time and time again. So that part's so fantastic to know.
And if you're new to the Disney, fandom and stuff, the legacy name tags are blue. They're the kind of navy blue name tags. So when you see those, you know that you're dealing with a big shot.
An incredible. Not that all cast members are not incredible.
No, but I mean they've been there. They've really earned their keep there with the company. Yes, they've done phenomenal stuff. So check when you see that. When I see that, I'm like, ooh, because like Yeehaw Bob has one, over at the River Roost. Like it's special. And I like that they do that. But I mean, I like that they're blasting them on social media because I want to get to know that. I want to, and they're doing like little featurettes because I want to know the backstory. I want to know the person. I want to know the person. I just don't want to know like photographer. I want to know like what's the are they married? Do they have grandkids? How long have they been there? What do they like outside of taking pictures? Because they're not just a photographer. Like what? Tell me about the human. I like that.
Exactly.
Cool. All right, let's answer a question. Chris says, hey, Mike, I have two questions for you. One about Walt Disney World and one about Alani. Well, never been to Alani, but
I have, so maybe I can answer it.
You have, and we can crowdsource it too. Let's see. Number one, Walt Disney World. My son is a huge fan of Fort Wilderness. He's been talking about it nonstop since we got back from our boys' trip in May. He wants to go back with me and my wife, who is decidedly not a camper. My wife is decidedly not a camper as well. Even though when we were back dating, we used to go camping we used to go on float trips all the time. Float trips were a very Midwest thing. You would camp at night, get up early in the morning, get in a school bus, like a decrepit school bus. It was destroyed. They'd take you about 10 miles up a little river and drop you in a kind of the rivers, but they're not big rivers like the Merrimack or the Hoosier or the Current River, or all these little small tributary rivers. And you would get in a canoe and float down back to your campsite, like 10, 12 miles or whatever. Most people like drink beer and stuff the whole day. Mm-hmm. It's a thing in Missouri. Like it's a big deal. Like go out to mid-Missouri, big deal. Anyway, back to that. We did that all the time. Like it's because it was like cheap. That was like all the teachers could do in the summer because it was super cheap. Anyway, back to Chris. Honestly, glamping would be a stretch for her, but likes a good pool. She's expressed interest in the Meadow swimming pool expansion. What can you tell me about the timeline and what it might look like? Details online are pretty sparse. This sounds like your department, Ricky. What do we got here for the Meadow swimming pool expansion over at the fort? Any updates on that?
Is a good question. And no, I haven't heard anything about it lately. Matter of fact, I'm trying to look it up to see what the last details were. It's the one at Fort Wilderness.
I'm guessing that's
Yeah,
where
because
it is.
I knew they were gonna do. I knew they were gonna do some updates to it, right? Obviously. Um, that was about 3 months ago that they announced that, so maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, I guess they're getting an expansion. I don't know exactly when it's going to be. I don't even know if they've started it, actually, to be honest. They've been very quiet about this pool. Hang
Well,
on,
let's go on to the
I'm
second
trying
part,
to
and
I'm
if
trying to do the
and we'll do a little
yeah,
research and
let's
see
do
what we
the
can
other
come
one.
up with. It says this question too, probably for Scotty G, but Ricky's here too. So, and we can crowdsource this again. Come over to the clubhouse because we always get in that current BOGP discussion, like for the show. We always get lots of conversation going. We're probably headed to Alani this coming June. Has he ever ridden the Hawaiian Railroad? If so, what can you tell me about it? I haven't seen all of his videos, but I've definitely checked out some. Also, we're thinking about going to Maui or Kauai after our stay in Alani. Does he have any preferences or favorite places on either island? Thanks as always, Chris. What do we got here? So, did you do the Hawaiian Rail? Dude, I love trains because we go to Amtrak a couple times just for the heck of it.
I have not. I didn't know it was a thing either. So now the next time I go to Hawaii, I think I'm gonna have to look into that. That sounds really cool. But Alani is great. It's such a relaxing resort. It's kind of like if you're looking for a nice like Disney vacation where you get some Disney fun, but you also get to experience like the culture of Hawaii, the culture of a different place. This is the perfect place for you. Like it's such a great relaxing vacation. The pools are fantastic. The one thing to know about them though is like people do get their spots very, very, very early in the morning. So that is something that you have to kind of keep in mind. You got to kind of get your spot, and you can't like leave your stuff there. So you have to, be by the pool. The restaurants there are fantastic. Makihiki is so good. I really like that. That's kind of a character meal. And then they have the luau, which is great too. They also have Ama Ama, which is the upscale restaurant there, and they have a couple of other options too as far as dining is concerned. And there's obviously the beach is another really great feature of Alani as well. So like taking advantage of that is so huge. We were only there for a day, but it was really like a full like day and a half, 2 days by the time we got there and did everything that we needed to do. And for us, that was enough to like get the lay of the land kind of thing of Alani. But can't wait to go back someday. It's such a great place. Disney really knocked it out of the park. It reminds me a lot of, say, like a Wilderness Lodge or something like that because of the feel of the resort. I mean, Joe Rohde was behind it, so if you know his name and you know the Disney lore of what he's been behind, it's got to be really, really good. And it's such a great resort. I can't say enough good things about Alani. It's very relaxing. So if you're looking for something relaxing but also has those Disney touches, that's going to be it for you.
All right. And Chris was asking, though, about stuff outside of Alani. So do check out Scott's videos because I know he went to like where they filmed Jurassic Park and did an ATV tour on one of the videos. He also went to the Dole Plantation. I know he went to Pearl Harbor in one of the videos. So there's lots of he did a lot of the stuff outside of tons of stuff. So check out the videos and you'll see that. So that's must-see adventures. All right, Adriana has a question. Hey, Mike and BOGB crew, I'm headed to Disney in early December from Australia. Gotta like that. Our dining plan window opens very soon. Midweek, actually. Our plan is day 1, Hollywood Studios. Day 2, Magic Kingdom. Day 3, Rest / Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Day 4, Animal Kingdom. And Day 5, Epcot. We don't have a park hopper. I'd planned to do the Fantasmic dining package, but have noticed that Jollywood Nights is on our first day. My question is, will Fantasmic still go ahead on a party night, or should I consider swapping my days around? I thought Epcot might be great as a last day, as we'll have the dining plan to use up any snack credits still lingering at the end of the trip. Thoughts? Andrina from Australia. So Fantasmic probably will not happen on a Jollywood Nights night, correct?
I'm trying to think back because I did Jollywood Nights, but I went to the very first one. And Brian and I were actually talking about doing Jollywood Nights again this year, but we looked at the pricing because we would do it at Thanksgiving, and we were like, "Oh no, never mind."
It's expensive.
Um,
I mean, if you're coming all the way
it
from
was
Australia, I don't know if I don't think she's doing it, but I'm just saying, like, if I was coming from the other side of the world, I might look at it, but
yeah, for sure, for sure. And the reason why it was so expensive was because we were doing Thanksgiving, so that would be
Yep.
why. However, with that being said, I would definitely check Disney's website, and they'll have the calendar up, and then check the day for when you want to go, and they should be able to tell you whether Phantasmic is happening or not. I know that I believe there's like a mix in, so like they may have one showing of Phantasmic that night, but I'm not 100% sure because I can't remember the night that we went if they had it or not. So but I would definitely check the calendar and just see if they're doing Phantasmic that night.
I would say no, but yeah, they could. But I do like the plan though with your dining plan that if you have lingering credits and you wanted to use them like snack credits at Epcot, that's a good way to kind of finish them up because they don't have a hopper, so that kind of does. You are going to be limited to where you could use them. You could also use them at your resort. I don't know what resort they're staying at, but that's a good place to pick some things up in the store if you want to take stuff back. But yeah, you're gonna obviously Epcot's probably your number one place to use your credits.
Definitely.
Good question. Yeah, but what I would do is default to saying there's probably not going to be a Phantasmic, but there could be. So I would check that calendar. All right, let's see here. Cindy has a question. Hey, BOGP, I am planning a family trip in March of 2026. I have to admit, I'm a bit of a planner, so I'm looking ahead to my ADRs and wanted your opinions. We will have the Disney dining plan just for reference. We're staying at Coronado and have 3-day park hoppers. Here's what I'm thinking. 3 Bridges, Boma, Akershus, Ohana, Topolino's, Tony's. My husband has always wanted to eat here, and his name is Tony.
Oh.
I mean, why not? And Maya Grill. Oh, yeah, there you go. My dilemma is this. I'm debating between Artist Point and Boma, as my daughter loves characters, and we've never eaten at Artist Point, but we love Boma. Number 2, I'm also debating between Maya Grill and Whispering Canyon. We would love to visit Wilderness Lodge for a potential stay in the future, but Maya Grill is so convenient, and it's Mexican, which we all love. I would love your take and opinions on these choices. Thanks, Cindy. She's up in Toronto, Canada. Okay, so I like your choices because, yes, you're staying at Coronado, so 3 Bridges, great choice. Boma, solid. Akershus, great dining. I mean, different. It's fun. Ohana Topolino's rocking. Tony's. I mean, Tony's going to Tony's. So you got Maya Grill. Between Maya Grill and Whisper. So let's go to her number 2 dilemma first. Maya Grill and Whispering Canyon. They love Mexican. It's at Coronado. So you get the smooth jazz guys most nights. He's almost always there. He rocks. It's so good. It's in my top 3 restaurants at Walt Disney World. It's that good. Like, it is that good. But you also get the adventure of seeing Wilderness Lodge. They're going to March. Whispering Canyon's fun. I prefer the food. Atmosphere, Whispering Canyon's going to win. Atmosphere. Like, experience, Whispering Canyon probably wins by a hair. Food, if you like Mexican, I think food wins at Maya Grill. What do you think?
I think that they should go to Whispering Canyon. I understand the love of the Mexican food, but Whispering Canyon is such a quintessential Disney experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is fun. I think the food is fantastic. I really would. I think I would much. And this kind of goes to the other second half of the question. Because I'm going to choose Boma for that one, because that way you get to see, Wilderness Lodge and get to experience that. So I would definitely say, I think for me, I would choose Whispering Canyon over Maya Grill, actually, hands down. I mean, it's not a question for me, but I know we have differing opinions. So I like you love Maya Grill, and I think it's fine. Like it's not like it's definitely not in my top. And I can't actually tell you. I mean, the last time I've been to Maya Grill, I think was with you. So and that's been quite a few years actually. So like and I've been to Whispering Canyon multiple times since then. So I choose Whispering Canyon over Maya Grill anyway. So yeah, I would definitely choose Whispering Canyon.
Okay, so there's your thoughts. I mean, I eat Mexican 5 nights a week, so
right, exactly, and I do not. So
yes.
yeah. But then I would choose Boma for sure over Artist Point. I think the food is hands down so much better at Boma. I mean, 100% better at Boma. Matter of fact, I have not done Artist Point because I've looked at the menu and been like, this menu is meh. There's not like a lot on that menu that I feel warrants the only thing that warrants the visit over there, I believe, is the fact that it is a character meal with unique characters, and I think they get away with it because they have the unique characters, and that's it. The menu does not appeal to me at all over at Artist Point, so I'm definitely gonna say do Boma.
But if they did Artist Point, they could do Maya Grill and.
Yes, I understand that.
I know, but I'm saying they could do Maya Grill, get the Mexican, and do Artist Point and see Wilderness Lodge.
I get that, but I'm trying to give them the better food options.
No, I agree.
I feel
Boma's probably better. Boma's got great food. Oh, Boma's good.
For sure.
They're both super expensive, but they're both good food.
Len, thank you for checking. He said checking on the first night of Jollywood, and Fantasmic is at 6:30. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking they had a Fantasmic that night, especially going back to when I went. I was like, I'm pretty sure they had Fantasmic. So thank you for looking that up, Len, since apparently I can't look up anything right now.
She has a computer from 1998 and an AOL email.
No, I don't. It's just I need to restart it, and I knew you'd be mad if I restarted it before we did the podcast. So.
Well, yes. All right, Natalie's got a question. It says, urgent, LOL. So I must put it at the bottom. Hey, Mike and team, I'm headed to Disneyland for the first time for my honeymoon in 2 weeks.
Yay. Okay, she is urgent.
That is urgent.
Yes.
That does pass muster. We have 2-day tickets with Hopper and Lightning Lane staying at the Hojo. Rock on. The Hojo's great. Since it's my first time, I have zero strategy for rope dropping day one. What would you advise? We want to do everything. Thanks. Obsessed with your show. I like that you're obsessed with our show, and the correct answers head directly to Fantasyland at Disneyland. That's what you do. Just go directly to Fantasyland. Do not pass go. Go right through the castle. You got to go through the castle, man. You're at Disneyland. Like, you got to live that video from 1955. And then you'll be like, oh my gosh, am I in a commercial? What's going on? There'll be a band playing likely. You might see Alice in Wonderland, like riding the carousel. You might see the Mad Hatter. It's nuts. Disneyland, Fantasyland at Rope Drop is bizarre. It is so good. Oh.
It's so good.
Yes.
I was going to suggest Fantasyland as well, because the wait times for the attractions are a lot smaller, and those attractions do back up pretty quickly. So especially, Peter Pan and Alice in Wonderland, I feel like those definitely get hit hard. So those would be one of the first two I do. And then you got to throw in Mr. Toad as well. So I feel like those three right there are definitely must-dos, especially in the beginning. And then after that, I mean, like you said, the characters are usually out a lot of times and doing things in the park, living their park best life too. So I think Fantasyland is the right choice. And then if you go over to California Adventure, just throwing this out there for like the next day or something, I would say you probably want to do either Radiator Springs or Web Slingers, depending on if Radiator Springs is open in the morning, because both tend to have extremely long waits as well. So Radiator Springs, I feel like, has a little bit more so than Web Slingers lately, but because I mean, Radiator Springs is just so phenomenal. So I that would be probably where I would head first, and then I go to Web Slingers after that, and then go from there.
Also, see if you can get a meal at Blue Bayou. It's the bomb. And get a Monte Cristo, and be in Cars Land at sunset for the Shaboom. It is so cool. Like, it's just amazing when they turn on the neon. It only lasts a few minutes, but it is, because they flip on the switch and all the lights go on down the street. It's amazing. And stand right outside Flo's. Stand right outside Flo's, because like the kids will have the little check flags, and it's a thing. It's so cool.
You also don't want to miss out a corn dog from the little corn dog, Little Red Wagon. You definitely want to do that. And you want to get mint julep and
And
the
beignets. Yeah,
beignets.
beignets.
Yeah,
Yep, in New
for
Orleans
sure.
Square. Yep.
And
Yep.
Bengal barbecue.
Yes.
That you got the skewers there.
So
I feel like
good.
that's
I can't
that's a
wait to
good
go
option,
back
too.
in January. Oh, can't wait. I love Disneyland so much.
Just and back to Cars Land.
And Haunted Mansion Holiday will be going on. Oh man, it's so good. And I don't even like that movie. It's so good.
I don't either. I really don't like that movie. And Haunted Mansion Holiday is fantastic.
It is so good.
You definitely
I
want
read
to
it like
catch
4
that.
times. I'm like, I don't even like that
And that's
movie.
something you want to do, almost first thing too, because the lines for Haunted Mansion Holiday get really long. Because it is such a fan favorite for the West Coast.
And also, Lightning Lane Multipass at Disneyland is so clutch, dude. You just constantly ride stuff because there's so many attractions. Like it's like you feel like a rock star. You're just riding stuff nonstop.
The other perk about getting Lightning Lane at Disneyland is because a lot of people are locals. Not a lot of people do buy Lightning Lane, so you get more.
So close.
I feel like you get more bang for your buck.
Oh yeah,
100%. Lane than you ever do at Walt
yes.
Disney World.
100%. It is the best investment. Like when you're buying that package, dude, click that box. It's the best money to spend. Yeah.
It is for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have a great time. And
you're gonna have such a fantastic time. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so great.
That worked. And by the way, Bug24 Jeep over on Instagram says my cousin chatted with Ricky and Brian at the Pirates of the Caribbean last week. Brian tried her drink.
Yes, she did. Yes, he did. It was so nice to meet Nancy. Yes, I'll talk a little bit about that on Friday's episode. But yeah, it was so great to meet Nancy. She was so lovely. She actually, she gave me a scrunchie. She's like, I want to give you something here. And she made a scrunchie and she gave it to me, and it's got like Mickey Mouse's on it. It's so sweet. Oh, Nancy was so nice. It was so lovely to meet her.
I got to hear about this that Brian was drinking in the Pirates of the Caribbean line.
Yeah, no, not in the line, in the lounge.
Oh, lounge. Okay, lounge. Okay.
Yeah. Lounge. Yes. Yeah.
All right, let's get to one more question here from Lori. It says, Matt's kind of urgent in the title. So kind of urgent. So let's see. I like that because you're being realistic here. Hey, Mike, Pam, Ricky, Scotty G. Thanks for all the fun Disney updates and planning tips. I have a trip coming up at the end of October, and I have a couple questions. Number one, the trip starts with a work conference, and I'll be there solo Monday through Thursday. Then my family will fly out to meet me for fun Friday through Sunday. My plan is to go explore the Food and Wine Festival Monday through Thursday for dinner after the conference. I have 3-day tickets for those days, then 3 days of tickets as part of the package for when my family comes. With this many days of tickets, is it possible to try to get an annual pass while I'm there? How does that work? And would it change anything about the reservations I already have with those tickets? At what point in the trip would I need to do that? So that's going to be weird because she's probably, I'm guessing she's going to have 2 sets of tickets. She's going to have like one of those conference tickets, which I don't ever deal with because we don't sell those. And probably a Magic Your Way ticket that she's buying with her family.
Right.
I don't know how you would combine the. You would have to really call Disney to do that because I don't know if you get the value.
Go to guest services
to
when
get
you get there.
because that's going to be a nightmare to try to get the value of both towards an AP. That might be tough.
I would do that first thing actually to see if it's even possible because I don't know if that would be possible to do it with the convention tickets. That's the part that I'm more concerned about is I don't know if that will apply to purchasing a annual pass.
Yeah, so you definitely do that before the convention ticket expires.
Correct, and that's why I said I would just do it first.
But I don't know if it was possible. Impact your patience because this is going to be really tricky because you're going to have a second ticket, and if you want both, they're going to have to do some voodoo to make that happen.
Oh yeah, for sure, they will.
You pray that you get a really experienced cast member.
Yes,
on the front line.
Correct. Yeah.
Some people can figure out how to do it, but most probably can't.
But you definitely want to go to guest relations or right at the beginning. Hands down. I would not mess around with that. I would just go there first thing. And
if you don't get the right answer, maybe go a second time. That's
valid.
I mean, that's somebody who does this every day. Like if I don't get the right answer one time, I call second time. It's just to verify. That's always a good idea. Number 2. When my family joins me at the end of the week, we're going to try to visit each of the parks. The last day, we're going to go to Animal Kingdom in the morning. Our flight leaves MCO at about 5 p.m., and we have to return a rental car. Do you think we can fit in a trip to Disney Springs after visiting Animal Kingdom for a late lunch, Gideon's side quest, and for some souvenirs? And if so, how would y'all time it all? Thank you, Mike, for helping us set the trip up, and to everyone for your trip planning expertise and stories. Lori's down in Texas.
Ooh.
Okay, so I don't want to get her stranded. So, Ricky, be careful. I don't want her missing her
know.
flight. Be careful. Can't have
I
these
know.
can't have a family from Texas wander to Disney Springs missing their flight. Let's don't do that.
No, their flight's at 5.
Yes. I know you like to get
No,
things last
I think
minute. You're not like
goes
I'm always
for
at the airport 5 hours early. Like I'm not missing a
Well,
flight. I promise you. I'll be there.
Yeah,
at
I'm
noon.
not there 5 hours early, but I would be squirrely on that myself. Like because I would be at the airport at least by 3, and it's gonna take at least.
I do the Magical Express rule. Like, dude,
Like
so if
3
my
hours.
flight's at 5, I'm leaving property at 2. Like
Yeah,
that's just
that's probably what I would do.
And I'm there super early, but you know what? I've never missed a flight.
No, I still think that that's what I would do
'Cause I
too.
don't know
I
what
would
the
leave
traffic's
property
gonna
at
be.
2
Yeah.
for sure. No later than 2. And I guess that depends on if you can get over to Disney. It depends on how long you spend at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and if you can get over to Disney Springs and spend some time. But you can't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I would chance that one. I would probably just enjoy my time at Animal Kingdom, if it was me, and get a lunch there, and enjoy that. And I mean, I know they probably want Gideon's, but they have some great snacks at the little Zuri's sweet shop at Animal Kingdom, so you could get some snacks there instead and take those home with you. I know it's not the same as Gideon's, trust me. I get
Or
that.
try to work Disney Springs into one of the other days, not this last day. Like
That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, because it's just I would be too worried on that one. There's just not enough time, I would feel like, in my opinion. But
you know, she's there for a work conference, right? And Gideon's cookies keep. You know, like go
They
on
do.
Thursday and get them for the family and surprise them when they get there on Friday. Boom, you got the cookies. Those keep pretty well.
They do. They keep pretty well. And, I mean, you could always pull a me and bring a thing of Tupperware and put the
I mean,
cookies
you don't
in
have to
those.
do all that. I mean, come on. Now,
I
now
just
you're going
said
too
that
far.
you could pull a me. I didn't say
flying.
you
She's
had
not.
to do it.
You drive. Like she's not going to be bringing, the whole the dishware and
Hey,
the.
it depends.
The
You could do a little
Cortex or
Tupperware
whatever that stuff
container.
is. Cord. I don't know what it is. The glass stuff.
No, you can do. I'm not bringing glass. I'm bringing plastic.
I know.
Come on. Or bring at least a Ziploc bag or 2. I mean, you don't even have to bring I bring Tupperware, but you can bring a Ziploc bag, and those you can throw in a suitcase pretty easy. And put the cookies in. Go early. Put the cookies in there, and yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't chance it that last day. That seems way too iffy for me. I would go to Animal Kingdom. Enjoy
'cause
your time at Animal Kingdom.
The rule is too. You got to remember about Walt Disney World. Transportation.
Yeah.
Takes longer than you're going to expect.
Correct.
It is a time suck. Like
Yes.
it just is. Like it's just
Yes.
you're going to wait longer for a bus. The bus is going to be, every bus is going to go by except the one you need.
Exactly.
Especially when you're on a time crunch. It's just
Exactly.
going to happen. So,
Yeah.
if you could swing by, maybe get the cookies for the family on one of those nights, like where you have free time because you're just there on the business part. Like I'd say Thursday night, possibly, because then you're just time's plentiful. That's what I would probably do if possible. And keep
I agree with
everybody.
that.
Lisa says she
I do.
goes, shout out to Lisa down in Mobile, Alabama, Roll Tide, except for in a couple weeks when we play you guys at the zoo. We'll have to go our separate ways that one Saturday. She goes the day they arrive, and Lori says, bring all the cookies home. That's
I
what
agree.
they do. Yes. All right, we're going to duck out of here, but thanks for the great questions. Keep them coming. We need those in the inbox, and you can have all levels of urgency. We will answer them all. I promise you that. So send those to Mike at beourguestpodcast.com. Just put listener questions in the header, and we love, love, love your listener questions. Thank you so much for those. Again, Mike at beourguestpodcast.com. We're going to be back on Friday talking a little bit about Ricky's trip, everything happened over the past weekend. So you want to know what's happening down at Walt Disney World? We're going to talk about it right there, kind of a mini trip report with boots on the ground happening right now. All right, don't forget our show is always brought to you by The Magic for Less Travel. Swing by the website over at themagicforless.com. See what's happening with all of the trip planning tools that are available to you for no cost. And then while you're there, fill out that free no obligation quote. Mention the show, and we'll be working together, planning that great Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so much to our Patreon supporters. You guys keep us on the air, so a huge shout out to each and every one of you. You can support us as well, just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We'd sure love to have you. Patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. Come over to the clubhouse as well. It's free for everybody. We have great conversation 24/7, 365. It's great. It's our Discord server. It's like a live chat kind of message board situation. We want to see you there. I'll give you a welcome as soon as you jump in. Just come over, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. And you can follow us on the social media. I'm at BeOurGuestMike on the social media. That's x.com, Instagram, Threads, all the places. Ricky's at Ricky Nibs, RIKKINIBS, all the same places. And we'll have a live show this Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. Join us. We'll take your calls. Scotty G out of town, so I need your calls. So be there. I need you. Seriously. It's not a live call-in show without calls. It'll be really short and really boring. Really, it'll just be a show, like a live call-in show, but no calls. Terrible. All right, we're going to jump out of here. We'll be back again on Friday having some fun. So until then, for Ricky, I'm Mike, wishing you a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
You've been listening to the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. If you have questions, comments, or would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website at beourguestpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you real soon.